every couple of years. Usually, a few people from the same department would be let go at a time, and everyone waited nervously to see who would be affected. When my day came, I was the third person called in. 2 others had already been laid off. My manager was crying and explained she had tried to change their minds, but the decision was final. My wife, then my girlfriend, worked in another department and told me what happened later. A couple of departments were losing a lot of staff because the company was outsourcing work to India. My wife's boss had to lay off her entire team. She was told she would be joining another department, which was also dealing with layoffs. She spent the day running around, transitioning work to India and making sure customer calls were answered. She finally got everything set up overseas by 6 p.m. Then HR came into her office and laid her off. It was a truly awful way to treat someone who had worked so hard under impossible circumstances. Story 25. You know what's awful? Getting escorted out by security in the middle of your shift for something small and petty. Let us finish our work. Just say, stop by HR after work, or give us a call. We've already shown up. Let us get paid for that day and leave with some dignity.
There it is.
Walking people out like criminals is overly dramatic and ridiculous. Sure, a tiny number of employees might react badly when fired, but most don't. There's no reason to treat the other 999 like they're guilty of a crime. Even during peaceful layoffs, employees are sometimes treated like they need a security escort. What's next? Handcuffs and a baton? Treat people with respect. When you don't, employees lose respect for the company. They work less, leave faster, and talk badly about the workplace.
Bingo, yes.
Policies become self-defeating. I've seen this firsthand at HP while subcontracted through Adecco. Once, a temp was fired for taking a...
Sorry for that 2-minute intro. But this... Okay. I was going to leave the last one as a thing, but tonight I'm feasting. Tonight I'm celebrating. Why am I celebrating? Because this new level of confidence that I have brought on by my certain special celebrity friend connection. And I currently am making some makeshift homemade chili, but I have chicken. I'm going to be making chicken. I'm going to be having pizza. Right now, I have a family recipe, a bourbon slurpee, right here. Oh, my father's recipe. And I'm about to be eating it. The apartment is a disaster, which happens with depression, so bear with it. Like I said, I just recovered from this whole thing, and I'm ready to fight. And like I said before, just to Spirit, in one of my videos, they better hope and pray that I don't recover, because when I do, I will be coming at them with court hearings, and, well, I won't say much on my special friend, except for the fact that he was strong enough to fight it for 5 years until he got what he wanted out of it. So I'm going to fight for as long as it takes to get a $20,000 lawsuit done. Actually, no, not $20,000, $200,000. $200,000. And Spirit Halloween, if you're watching, and you don't want to take this to court, you know that little pay card of mine, see if you can upload $200,000 on it. That way we don't have to go to court, and I don't have to make you look like an idiot. And let me explain the many ways I'm going to make you look like an idiot. 1, I will show the courts my dating apps. 2, I'm going to make sure that the court is aware that I've worked for the company for 17 years and I have never been written up for anything. 3, I will get some signatures from some of the men that I've hooked up with who are all over 50, who will agree when I say that I'm into men over 50. 4. Common sense. I go to work so I can provide assistance to customers, and so that I can do my job as instructed by my employer. And I am into men over 50 because I have zero tolerance or patience for trying to hook up with somebody who is my age or younger, because they don't know what they want. They're clueless, and a lot of them have an entitled and pompous attitude. You know what that is, don't you, Spirit? That's you. And a lot of them are idiots. Ring any bells there, Spirit? So, why in God's name would I want to hook up with some sweaty, pig-faced 17-year-old in a bathroom while I'm working, when I have hundreds of men at my fingertips on my dating apps? Hundreds. And on my days off, I can easily find any one of them to come to my apartment and shag in my bed right there. Bam, that's my bed. Why would I want to do it in a very uncomfortable bathroom with tile floors? And it's totally uncomfortable. I would never. Wouldn't even do it in the bathroom of a place that I'm not working at. Let alone a work bathroom. That's the last place I'd do it. I'd go celibate first. Fuck. You all are idiots. And then the vulgar messages, man, I have copies of those vulgar messages. You know what's going to be vulgar is the feeling that you're going to get when I drain you of that $200,000. You know, that's going to be vulgar right there. I mean, let's look at it this way. Defamation of character, slander, wrongful termination, emotional abuse, mental abuse on an autistic homosexual. Let's see. Isn't there a word for that? What's the word here? What's that term? There's a term for it. Oh, yes. Hate crime. Oh, yeah, Spirit. You're going down, baby. You're going down. Well, at least I'll be moving out of this apartment and into a nice house. And you know what? For funsies, I'll just build myself a roller coaster in my backyard. Just for the hell of it. I mean, vulgar. What's so vulgar about defending myself? Oh, yeah, that's right, because that makes you look bad. Don't want to make you look bad and be able to defend my little poor, mentally challenged homosexual self. Gee, how pathetic are you that a corporation is about to be taken down by a mentally challenged autistic homosexual. That's low. That's an all-time low for any company out there. I'd recommend that you just stick a $200,000 deposit in my pay card. You know what to do. You know how to do that. I mean, shit. No, you terminated me, but I'm sure you can figure that out. Certainly figured out how to spin things around and make you look like a bunch of idiots. Oh, yeah, you are idiots. Maybe you can't figure out how to put... I mean, you put money on my paycheck when I got paid, so... Stick $200,000 on my pay card. You have until midnight on October 31st to stick $200,000 on my pay card, or I'm taking you to court. Yeah, and vulgar messages, no, it's not vulgarity. It's me defending myself. Because let me tell you guys a little bit something. Okay, I'm into men over 50. What? That's not vulgar. That's you being homophobic. Or is that age discrimination? Or both? It's like that scarecrow once said in that movie with Dorothy. Sometimes people sure do go both ways. Oh, what a rotten shame. What a rotten shame. Spirit's about to lose a lot of money. I'm either going to get it from you directly and we can settle this in-house, or I will take you to court and get the $200,000 that I'm entitled to after your hate crimes, mentally and emotionally abusing somebody who is mentally challenged. Let's face it, I have a lot of mental disabilities, bipolar, depression, autism, PTSD, anxiety. And you mentally and emotionally abused that. You did wrongful termination, slander, defamation of character. Oh yeah, that's a lot right there. I mean, yeah, I did a verbal threat to that loss prevention guy, but it was only to get him off my back and to get him to stop contacting me and making threats when I was already going through hell. I threatened to throw a brick through the window, but that was just to get him to leave me alone because he kept trying to text me and not letting me heal mentally and emotionally. So, yep, I was kind of forced into that one. And that was, what do you call that? Reactive abuse. Instigating and antagonizing somebody to make them act out of character. That's why I did that. So those are your charges right there, Spirit. And I know I'm going to get that $200,000 whether I have to take you to court or you can stick it in my wallet so I just walk away from this whole thing. We can both part ways peacefully without battling it out in court, and you can stick $200,000 on my pay card. Or I'm going to check my balance at midnight on Halloween night, and if I don't see $200,000 on there, I'm going to be taking you guys to court. And I will get it there. Maybe the judge can help you find your wallets. Because what you have done to me is heartless, idiotic, narcissistic, abusive, and harassing. And I will not tolerate dedicating 17 years of my life to a company that's going to stab me in the back and emotionally and mentally abuse me. And take my name and drag it through the mud with these false allegations and false accusations. I'm not gonna walk away peacefully from this. I'm going to come at you in court, or I'm gonna get $200,000 on my pay card. So those are your options, Spirit. I will take you to court, and like I said, if you can convince the jury that my allegations are true, once I state my case and throw a little common sense in there saying, hey, I got an apartment, I can screw anybody anytime from any of my dating apps, and I'm into men over 50, and I defended myself. I didn't send vulgar messages, I just defended myself because corporate wouldn't let me do it, and I needed to be heard. Well, Spirit, you ain't got a leg to stand on. You might as well just put two pegs where they are. It's a shame. So, I mean, we can do this the easy way. You can load my pay card with $200,000 by Halloween, midnight on Halloween night, 12 a.m., November 1st. I will be checking my pay card, and if I don't see $200,000 on there, I'll make sure I get it from court hearings. And I'll have the backings of my celebrity friend that I was in touch with. So, I mean, like I said, if you can convince the jury that those allegations are true and you can convince them to believe that, then everything I own will be sold, and I'll take all the money out in the street and put it in a barrel and burn it. Then I will also eat one of your animatronics in the courtroom.